Hi, I'm Kendall.
I'm Rachel.
This is week 3, last week of December. Technical track.
So today we talked about phrasing, about connecting to the music more. We said that a phrase is a sort of a complete musical thought, and then that the phrases sort of add up into choruses, which are slightly more complete musical thoughts. Like if you want to think about phrases being phrases in a sentence, and then you make a compound sentence with multiple phrases or something like that. But basically what we worked on was starting on the top of the phrase, so wrapping up our dance ideas in connection with the music, wrapping up the music's ideas, and being able to start at the top of the phrase. We said you don't have to do this all the time, but being aware of where the phrase is will really help you, A, be on the same page as your partner, and B, connect better to the music.
Yeah, so this whole series was about connecting, so connecting to your partner and to the music, which is often sometimes we forget about.
Right.
So really not necessarily always following the phrase structure, but being aware so that you can get back to the phrase so you have an anchor point.
Right. So we did 4 swing outs in a Lindy circle, as well as a send out, 3 pass bys, and a Lindy circle as different examples of counting the phrase. And then we tried to get you to feel the phrase a little bit more by having you social dance and asking leaders to try to wrap up their phrases in close. So however they got to close by the end of the phrase so that they could start again back into open at the top of the next phrase. And then asking followers to try to accentuate the ends of the phrases with some sort of variation, and maybe to not do so many variations in the middle, but save them for the end of the phrase. Think of it as kind of like a cherry on top of the end of the phrase before you start the next one.
And then you did a lunge, right?
And I also showed a lunge that you could do in closed as a follower to show that you are noticing the end of the phrase. Then we worked on, we mentioned that you could extend or shorten moves to catch yourself up with the phrase if you're on funky counts. We did this specifically with the swivel circle, saying that ideally maybe it lasts only 8 counts, but if you're on a funky count, you can make it last longer or shorter so that you line up again with the phrase. And
with
then
the Lindy circle too, I think.
With the Lindy circle too, with the pass by. And then at the end of the class, we connected it to the solo work we were doing last week. So you can watch that video for what we were doing.
Yeah.
But the idea was that you may not start the solo right on the top of the phrase, but if you're aware of the phrasing, then it's easier for you and your partner to be on the same page when you're not looking at each other and you're not connected because you're both listening to the same music.
Yeah.
So,
and you end together.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Thanks so much for coming to the class this month. We'll see you in 2020.
Yeah. Woo.